What really is the best morning routine when it comes to losing weight, fat loss, and keeping habits that progress you? Let's dive in. All right, so let's talk about habits, right? When we first wake up, we are setting the tone for our day. And most Americans go about this the wrong way. So I want to give you guys an awesome look into my life and my life that's been a part of a lot of coaches that have helped me progress to know where you need to be able to lose weight, have a successful life that helps you stay on track regardless of what's getting thrown at you. So let's first talk about the morning routine. Now, we know whenever you wake up, you're in that fog, right? It's that matter of, should I roll it back over and go to bed, or should I wake up and get moving with my day? This is your first opportunity to create the first good habit. And I'm gonna tell you from years of experience, because I've owned a gym for 13 years. I've been featured in many national magazines. I have my own news segment. I've worked with people for over a decade to find out what struggles they have when it comes to being consistent. So listen to this one. The first one is to stack wins. First thing in the morning. It doesn't matter how small they are. What is that first win? Let's talk about your alarm clock. So when you simply hit snooze and roll back over in bed, you're subconsciously telling your brain, you know what? Whatever I've got going on can wait. My dreams can wait. My goals can wait. This is a little bit more important, this 5 extra minutes of interrupted sleep. So what does that do? It's going to subconsciously tell yourself that you're not good enough. You're already failing. Then let's talk about what you do next. You then get your phone and you open it up and you're now scrolling social media to find how many notifications and likes you got on your post last night. Next thing, that you're now needing validation. You're now seeking external validation for something that's not in your control. So what we need to do is fix these two things. What I want to recommend is how you start your first day. Number 1, you wake up and you don't hit snooze. Number 2, you just simply get hydrated. Number 1, that's my biggest first thing that you do. I love chugging 16 ounces of relatively cold water to stimulate your body from a dormant state to now, hey, we've got some things flowing, let's get the body up and get it moving. You're now stacking 2 wins already. You've got some good hydration and you've now hit your base, you've gotten up with your alarm clock. Great, right? You're now on your way. So I'm proud of you. So now let's go to the next steps, because what do we now love to do, right? You now kind of love to get into the trap of, what are we gonna do? Get ready? Should we maybe go watch the news? Should I make some food? Should I maybe just get a workout in? And now this is where the maybes need to turn to structure. Everybody talks about the morning routine, right? Cold plunging. You've got to do some gratitude. You got to read the Bible. You got to be here. You got to do some meditation. You got to do a walk. There is nothing inherently wrong with any of those things. But what I'm saying to you is that the biggest misconception is that you've got to do all of those things. What most people don't have is a life with, like me, 2 kids under 5 and 2 businesses to run. So a lot of the times, these people that can spend 30 minutes of gratitude and with prayer and with just sitting down or working out, all these things are always going to be what might not work for you. So what does work is creating a routine. That's the first step. Now that you've hydrated, you skipped and basically got up without the alarm, you're now ahead of the game. Now, let's just get into the routine. It doesn't matter what your routine might be, as long as it's progressing you towards your goals, okay? So for me, I love making sure that I know I do the same things every day. I'm pulling my overnight oats out of my fridge. I'm eating that sort of quick breakfast, so I'm not caught up with the everyday of making it and then sitting down and watching the news and that. No, I get to my stuff. So I'm gonna get my healthy breakfast and then I'm gonna go have my gratitude and prayer time, because that's important to me. It's something that I make time for daily. Why? I love the fact that making me feel good about helping other people, whether it's with my relationship with God or whether it's with my relationship with serving somebody else with a gratitude message, thanking them for what they've done, supporting them, giving them a great daily wish to help them have an awesome day. These things make your heart warm, and for me, it's a great sign to start my day on a positive note, not drowning it in social media and what others might have and comparison syndrome, then saying, oh man, they did this last night and I'm sitting in my room doing nothing. Or you wake up to an endless amount of emails and stress you out. I'd rather go the positive route. So a habit that's positive for you is going to be one that you should stick to. So positive habits could be working out. It could be maybe doing some 5 minutes of some body weight movement or yoga or meditation. It could be getting some morning sunlight. It could be going for a walk, playing with your dog. These things are not something that is going to be deemed unnecessary for you, but it's all within the scope of your life. All I'm going to say, when it comes to making habits, when it comes to making successful habits, it's minding yourself of a routine that you can stick to. One that also has positive influential steps to progressing you forward. So routine, structure, positivity. Those are keys. Some things that get in the way of that are going to be what we say, the snoozing, right? Or scrolling social media, or getting on the news, or heading downstairs and getting a donut in your belly for your first thing that you're going to do, or you're chugging excessive amounts of caffeine and getting anxiety up from the first second you wake up, going into your email inbox and seeing what's to come for the day, right? Or getting into a fight first thing in the morning, okay? All these things, and you can't tell me that they don't hurt you. So you've got to set yourself up for success. And it starts the night before, so don't forget about that as well. The best morning routine comes from the preparation the night before. So let's talk about that. What can you do, right? Make sure your bedroom's nice and cool, right? Something between 65 and 70 degrees. Make sure it's dark. Make sure you've got good air quality within the room. Make sure also that you now plan your day before. Don't wake up and say, hey, what are we going to do today? Make sure that you at least have your top 2 to 3 things. I call it my brain dumping. The night before, I'm writing down just on pen and paper because it sticks in my head more, my 2 to 3 things I want to attack before the day begins. They could be simple, as much as me even saying send a message to somebody. But you're also now what? Doing something and crossing it off. It's a stack of a win that builds self-confidence and it builds assurance in your ability to get things done. So the night before, make sure you cut screens, okay? Don't be on screens until 9, 10 o'clock at night and then try to expect yourself to get into bed and immediately shut those eyes. You might sleep, but it's not a relaxed, comfortable, really good, soothing sleep that gets your body in a relaxed state that we need, right? Parasympathetic work is essential for our bodies. Recovery is essential for our bodies. We live in a stressed out world enough. There's no need for you to be revving your brain the night before you're trying to have a big event or every night, for example. So if you are on screens, you are watching TV, at least maybe try some blue light blockers. That can be helpful. Make sure you're cutting caffeine after 1 or 2 p.m., right? Make sure you're not having any poor food choices before meal that make sure that you're not digesting well while you're sleeping. So these things matter. The night before, the morning of, your habits, just make a good structured routine. You'll be fine. So I hope that helps give you guys a great look at what you can do to be successful, build a routine that works, and have you really rock life. So hopefully that helps. God bless. Make sure you guys stay tuned, like this video if it does help, and subscribe because I have some amazing things coming for a lot of a community of men that need to just have a support system and be able to sustainably lose fat without spending hours in the gym and doing all these crazy, silly diets. So God bless. I'll talk to you soon.